Welcome to my desktop, a Major Freak. I've got a new computer installing Evo Preview for multiboxing. I've Googled it, and it looks like this is the latest version, and they've kindly in the GitHub they've kindly sent a link to one of my obsolete videos, so I'm going to make a new version for this version here. I'll highlight what's new, so those grandfathered in with older versions who don't want to upgrade can figure it out, but we'll go there. So I went to releases, went down and shows the Windows zip. I extracted it into a new folder on the desktop, and this is the backup. I've already got the settings tweaked. I'll open it up. Or is it already open? Okay, I'll close. Alright, I'll need to delete this. Sorry. So, nope. Screwing up already. Open this. Okay, so this is default. So what I do is I go track client locations, just it's grandfathered in. This was used by myself and probably others to remember the maximize setting, because before, years ago, since release, if you had multiple clients, you open them up, it wouldn't remember that you maximize the windowed client if your client was windowed. So this would remember it. So I'm not sure if it's needed, but I just turn it on just because. So you probably don't need to turn this on. Hide preview of active Eve client, I do not do. I find it confuses myself. I don't minimize inactive Eve clients because that will pause the live stream of those thumbnails, and a lot of times you want to be able to view those thumbnails as an Intel screen, an Intel source. So yeah, hide previews when Eve client is not active. Yes, if I go on to a web browser, I want to see the full web browser and not my thumbnails. I don't choose unique layout. That's very advanced. Don't do it right now. You will not like it. It's not needed at first. If you want to tailor each client to look different with the thumbnails, this is how you do it. But for now, leave it as default. Leave it off. Then you can go advanced later. Thumbnail. I keep the opacity as default. The thumbnail width I have found is perfect with a 250 and a 155 height. Not sure if that is the resolution size ratios. I'm an idiot, probably not. But if you want, you can go 250 and then figure out the thumbnail height based on the resolution size of your desktop. So get the nice ratio going. Lock thumbnail location is a new option with this version. So it's nice. Don't do it right now. You'll be fiddling a lot. So that'll be annoying, but do remember that option. Turn off thumbnail snap to grid. When you're trying to tweak it, it's really annoying at first. I don't know why they set it on by default. It's might be useful to some people. It's not for me. I like to have them crammed up here in the upper corner. So this does not work for me. Zoom. I never use zoom. You can. I find it's annoying. The size of my thumbnails is big enough that I can get Intel information off that. I don't need to zoom. Overlay, you might need it at first, but turn it off afterwards. Turn on highlight active client. You'll be able to customize that outside of game in the JSON file that's created by this program. Show overlays, that's the color of the overlay on the position of the thumbnail. Don't use it beyond getting your client started and getting this all set up. It's just helpful Likewise frames, but frames is also annoying. Try not to enable frames. Frames give the ability to click on the frame and drag it about. There are new updated, this is an old version, it's obsolete. You can now right click and drag and click left, hold down left key and hold down right key on your mouse, and you can adjust the size of the windows. Those are new, making this obsolete, so you don't ever need to click this on. Active clients, that'll show it when the program's active, and this is about. So yeah. All right, so going in game, default, beyond the tweaks we just made. And we need to set the locations. Never try to set the locations at the account level at the login screen. Just leave that as is. My recommendation when you start your clients, start all your clients, get into your login screen, get into your characters. Once you're in game with all your characters, then start Evo Preview. And this is where the overlays are helpful. It'll list the name of your character. So Maynard Freak is up in this corner. Seneche is over here. Montgomery is over here. Maynard Freak's over here. And once you get the locations where you're happy, there we go. Approximately like that. And you'll have the color. Just go in, turn off the show overlay. I'm right clicking and dragging to move this stuff. Before, like I said before, you needed the frames to click on with the left click, but now you can just right click and drag. And of course you can hold down left key and right key, and now you can resize. Okay. So there we go. So what we need to do now is head outside of the game. And go into the JSON. We'll also need to close this program. Go into the JSON, and then we have locations on the desktop where your thumbnails are, up in the upper right. We've got all 6 clients. We've got their locations. I have the option to add now the per client active. Now what I have is a backup, so I'll open that now. Actually, what I'll do is what you do is put all your names. You just copy this format. Remember to add commas at the end and then remove the comma at the final one. Pro tip. And it will look something like this. I'll just delete this. Call this JSON. Yep. Okay, open this up. So I have the colors here. And even though it says green, yellow, these will override. So this is for my 6 clients in order of appearance, and these are my alts in order of appearance. Same. I haven't shown those yet, but yeah, do go in game with each of these alts just to set up the refresh the JSON, and then go into the JSON and fix it after you've closed all your clients and the Evo Preview. You probably don't need to close your Eve clients. I'm just being ultra safe here. And these locations. And what you do after you've get it set up is you go into this JSON and then you tweak the numbers because it'll be off by 1 or 2, right? And then you just tweak the numbers to be uniform, and it'll look good in game. So let's start up the game again. And remember, don't start Evo Preview before. All right, what I'll do is I'll right click and add Evo Preview to the start menu. And you just open up start menu and just, oops. That means I've screwed up. This will tell me where I screwed up. Come on in. Oops. So somehow I screwed that up. I don't know how, but I will go in and fix that right now. I'll have to close Evo Preview crash, so I don't need to close it. So where did I put it? Where did I screw up somehow? What did I screw up? Per active client highlight color. Why has that got this there? Come on in. What line? Line 66. All right. Per client Eve color. I don't see it. What am I doing wrong? Oh! I don't have quotation marks around it. That's it. Screwed up there. Alright. Yeah, HTML. Yay! Alright. It's good that I'm making mistakes. So I'm going through the mistakes. Always try to save your text. Close it out. Make sure Evo Preview isn't running. And we can start it up again. Okay, so, oops. All right, what's going on now? Bloody hell. How did I screw up now? Flat layout, line 123. Oh, I've probably done the same thing, haven't I? Lol. God, I'm so silly. Where's the error? After parsing it, unexpected trigger was encountered. Line 23, position 4. Kermonen. Okay, give me a bit. Figure this out. Flat layer Kermonen. What did I do wrong? Oh, comma. Bloody freaking comma positions. Oh my god. Commas. comma errors everywhere. I resorted the order to make it in line with how I arrange things because it'll be kind of random. So I resorted everything and forgot about the commas. Yay me, huh? Yeah, commas would be the death of you. Okay, start that up again. Yeah, if I screw up, hopefully you'll be able to see how I screw up and not get frustrated yourself. Okay, let's move you over there. Why was that over there? It's got the color, but why was it not fixed? Oh well, we'll just fix that right now. Desktop, viewer preview, JSON, flat layout, major freak, 14.1.6. Okay, all right. I guess it didn't like it. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm happy. I don't need to really go through this too much. I'll try and resort it. Anyway, let's try to do this properly this time. Major freak line right there, comma. Remove the comma here. That should be okay. See if this screws up again, huh? All right. Viewer preview. Excellent. Blue. Perfect. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. Great. This deals with everything. I don't have them fully up there. I'd like somehow to have control over my sizes sometimes, and wanting to close the client itself without getting in the way. Sometimes I'll screw up and click close or minimize when I'm trying to interact with Major Freak, but with practice, I think this is the best way. All right, so that's done. The highlights are done, the positions are done, everything's set. And what I absolutely recommend doing after you've got it all sorted with all your clients and stuff, then you go into lock thumbnail location. But not until you've got that set up. But this is a perfect thing, so this'll fix stuff. But what I also highly recommend, is after you've got your main set up and you're happy at first, what you do is you make a copy of it, call this backup, yeah, paste, oops, derp, I screwed up. Yeah. Okay. How am I going to do this? Yeah, I'll just like copy it. Copy. I'll go up one. Paste it to desktop. Then change that. Back. Excellent. Drag it into a preview. Now we've got a backup. Always do that, because you're going to screw up and resize it, or something's going to blurp and it'll be somehow resize itself, and it'll be very frustrating. So yeah, do that, absolutely. And that's sorted. Now, unfortunately, and I've tried my best to figure it out, but the hotkeys for switching clients, I wanted as my fourth and fifth mouse button, but it's not working. I can't get it to work. I've looked at the documentation. I've tried to make it work. It's where is it? I went down here, I checked out all the options here. Sorry for scrolling so quickly. And the problem is that, where is it? Okay, setups. It is, sorry for all the scrolling. The forms key that's legit to use, I've used X button 1, X button 2 in the JSON. It's there. It should be working, but it's just not recognizing mouse buttons, unfortunately. I don't know why. It's really frustrating. I've got the format correct. If I had the format wrong, the client would crash, right? Evo preview. So this is legit. It's just not working for me, unfortunately. So I'm sure you can have, if you have a keyboard with macro keys like F13 to F16 or whatever, you could probably set that up and do it the way they recommend. But mouse buttons apparently are not working, unfortunately. Maybe I'm wrong. If somebody could point that out in the comments, how to fix that. Maybe I'm doing something silly and stupid, but otherwise, hopefully this video is complete. It shows you everything about it. Hopefully that helps you set it up correctly and efficiently and with minimal wasted time. Did I miss anything? Yeah, this is if you actually want it to hide completely and not be seen at all, ever, which is not what I do. So yeah, the zoom. I'll show you what zoom happens. If you hold your mouse key over, it'll open up. But of course, as you can see, you need to have the. Oh, put it over here. Nope. Over here. Nope. Anchor. Zoom level 5. There we go. Okay, so anchor over here. Yeah, it's not really working for me. Yeah, I just don't use it. You would have to fiddle with it completely. It's just really annoying. Say you move it here, then zoom factor, and then you hover your cursor over it, and you'd be able to see it closer. Zoom factor 6. It's I don't find it useful at all, even for Intel purposes. It's just I like them all up here, and trying to use zoom factor where they're all scrunched together, it doesn't work really. It's kind of really annoying. So, and of course, when trying to interact with these buttons, you start getting zoom, and it's really, really annoying. So I just click it off. No big deal. There. Okay, done. Did I miss anything? I don't believe so. I've already mentioned why I don't have some of these track client locations. Don't think I need it anymore. I'll click that off. I'll add a corrections video if I need to backtrack on that. But I think everything's fine. I like the opacity. I like to see the Starscape behind the thumbnails, but not too much. And the default is fine. Okay, I'm not going to lock thumbnail location yet because I haven't got my alt set up yet. So I'm going to chill on that until I've got it all set up. Then I'll click that for sure. Because yeah, there are times when you accidentally drag something and it's annoying. So yeah. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll put a corrections video up about that too. But I think that's fine. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope that helped. Goodbye. Yeah, I like OBS. It's better than Shadowplay, NVIDIA's.